I'm James Shaw Hamilton, the director of the Humanitarian Forum, which is a network of the large humanitarian organisations around the world. We're bringing together multilateral actors like the United Nations and the Red Crescents, together with Gulf international NGOs, Western international NGOs, and local ones. And this conference about Somalia is an example of how we are able to join many different experiences, many different skills, in a way that makes a real impact for those in desperate need. We are working in other countries like Yemen and Libya to train local organisations, to let them work better together, and also to connect them with the international community. So in Yemen, in this intense crisis that there is, we have organised training workshops for local organisations far away from the capital in areas that are neglected, and done that in coordination with the United Nations, so that we're immediately linking the local community up with the international one. Here today, we expect that partnerships and new exchange of information is really going to drive the way that different organisations work tomorrow. They're all doing fantastic work today, but they're doing it individually. How do we make them work better to achieve much more as a union tomorrow?
Okay, my name is Kiki Beho. I'm the head of OCHA Somalia, and what OCHA tries to do as an organization is ensure that all partners are working together so that we share information, we can do joint analysis, we're clear about the gaps, and most importantly, we ensure that limited resources go to the people who need them most. Currently, we have a huge crisis in Somalia. The scale is unprecedented, and the challenge is how we work together across organizations to ensure the best response possible. What I think has been fantastic about the meeting that has been convened today is that it has allowed partners who have not traditionally worked together come, sit, understand what each other are doing, and work together for the people of Somalia, because ultimately that's what we're here for, to ensure that the people of Somalia have the support of all the organizations and they can move forward from this crisis to lead productive and healthy lives. Thank you.
I'm Dave Robinson with World Vision International, and I'm an advisor to the World Vision International Partnership on how World Vision works in relief and in development in Muslim-majority countries. I've worked with World Vision for over 25 years in places like Mauritania and Kosovo, Indonesia, and I'm here in Nairobi to assist in our planning for this emergency response for the drought here in the Horn of Africa that has been increasing in its severity. We're glad to coordinate with OCHA and with the Humanitarian Forum and with other organizations seeking to leverage the best the international and national and local communities can muster to save lives, particularly children and vulnerable families from this crisis. The meeting this morning has been very helpful in terms of information sharing, in terms of getting to know who the players are. World Vision's committed to partnering with all the leaders of communities and with the multilateral donors, the UN system, governments, and other organizations from whatever sectarian or religious background. As we know, this crisis in Somalia has been a recurring one for the last 2 decades, and the political, economic, climactic challenges are something that the entire community needs to work together to address. No one sector, no one part of the international humanitarian community can address this alone, and so it's very good that we can communicate what we're doing. World Vision has been working in the area for several decades, particularly working with women and children through community development, and we intend to continue to do that in all the neighboring countries of Somalia, as well as in Somaliland and Puntland. I want to just commend Dr. Albana and his team for putting this together today. Thank you. Somebody here?